Hello everyone, welcome to Inner Voice and CAD Academy. In today's session, we are going to learn electrical concepts in Revit explained in a simple and practical way. In this class, you will understand basic electrical systems in Revit, how electrical components work in a building model, and practical workflow used in real projects. This session is very useful for students, freshers and working professionals in civil, electrical and BIM fields. Now let's start with Revit. First let me open the software. Now as I click on the software, so this is the welcome screen what we get. Now before directly entering into Revit Electricals, first let us deal with Revit architectural concepts. On the left hand side you can see projects. Below that you can see open, new, architectural template, construction template, mechanical template and all. Now I'll select this new option. Here under this template file, I'll go to architectural template, create new, it should be project. Click on OK. So this is the working screen. Now let us create a simple model. So to create the model, first thing is we need to have the walls. Now here under this architectural, you can see option called wall. If you click on this drop down arrow mark, it will show some options. Here I'll go to wall architectural. In the templates default, you will be having the different types of walls. Now let us create a wall. Go to edit type. I'll duplicate this and I'll give the name as wall new. Okay, I need to define the thickness for this. Here under the structure you can see option called edit. Click on this edit. Here thickness you can see it is showing in mm because the template it has been opened in metric. So directly we can give the value in feet and inches also. I'll give it as 9 inches. It will take the value to mm. Okay. Now before sketching the wall, first thing is we need to define the height for this. Here below the ribbon, here you can see unconnected. Next to this you can see the height. It is showing 8000 mm. I'll consider the wall height as 11 feet. I'll give it as 11 feet. Enter. Now I'll start sketching the wall. Just give a click. I'll give this length as 25 feet. Next, width as 18 feet. Again towards left, keep the cursor and give the value as 25 feet. Again close it here. Escape twice to come out of the command. Now this is in 2D. If you want to have a 3D look, here on this top you can see the title bar. So this entire portion is title bar. Here you can see a symbol like default 3D view, like a home symbol. Click on this. You can see the 3D view. Again if you want to go back to 2D view, here on the left hand side you can see an option called project browser. Under this you can see floor plans level 1, level 2. So this is 2D view. Just double tap on this level 1. Now you will be in 2D. Again if you want to go to 3D, here you can see your tab has been created. As you click, you will be in 3D view. Again here itself you can go to 2D view. Now the next thing is I need to create a floor for this. For that, under this architectural tab you can see option called floor. I'll click on this floor architectural. Again for this I'll edit and I'll make a duplicate for this. Click on this edit type, duplicate. I'll give the name as new floor. Now I need to edit the structure. So click on this edit. I'll give the thickness as 1 feet because we are doing this for ground floor. So I'm considering with plinth. I'm giving the thickness as 1 feet. Okay. Now to sketch the floor, here you can see draw. Under this you can see different shapes. So you can use line, rectangle, polyline, circle and all. So the simple thing is I will directly go with the rectangle. I'll select the point from here, this corner to this corner. Now click on this finish edit mode. Come to 3D view. You can see the floor has been generated. Now this is in 2D wireframe format. If you want to see this in solid way, here you can see an option called visual style. Click on this visual style, keep it in shaded. Now you can see in a solid manner. Again I'll go to this level 1. I need to create the ceiling for this, and then I need to create a slope roof for this. So to first create a ceiling, here under architecture you can find this ceiling option. Again go to the ceiling, edit type, duplicate. I'll give the name as new ceiling. Okay. Now to create the ceiling, I'll change the height. Here under this properties palette you can see height offset. I'll give the height as 11 feet. Apply. Now click on this sketch ceiling. Again same procedure, I'm using rectangle. Now here I'm not selecting outer. Here we need to select this inner portion. From inner to inner you need to select this. Now again click on this finish edit mode. Come to 3D view. You can have a look here. Our ceiling has been generated. Again I'll go to this level 1. Now I need to make a slope roof for this. For that, here you can see an option called roof by footprint. Select this roof by footprint. Here as you select roof option, default it will show this lowest level notice. The thing is, walls we have generated in level 1. So the roof must be created in level 2. So for that reason default it will show this. Here it is in level 2. I'll give it as S. Now to define slope, here you can see we have already checked this option, define slope. If it is unchecked, we can't create a slope roof. Make sure this define slope is checked. Now overhang. I need to have the slope roof a bit out of the wall, like around 1 feet or 1.5 feet. Let me consider it as 1 feet 6 inches. Now here the thing is, we can create that, or else we can directly use this pick lines or pick walls. Both are fine. Either you can select pick lines or pick walls. Let me go with this pick walls. Just select the wall. See, it is taking overhang of 1 feet 6 inches. I'll give on either sides. Now on these two sides, let us remove the slope. I'll uncheck this define slope and I'll pick these two walls. Now I'll click on finish edit mode. Now come to 3D view. On this right hand side you can see this navigation tool. Just place your cursor, hold it, and you can rotate this. So slightly you can orbit. But here the thing is, the roof is not attached to the wall. Why? Because level 2 it is at a height of 4000 mm. I need to edit that. So just click on this level, double tap, give the level height as 11 feet. See, automatically roof has been attached to this wall. Now the thing is, either sides it is open. This side and on opposite side. I need to enclose this. So what we'll do is, we'll select this wall, attach top or base. Now click on this roof. It will attach to the roof. See, opposite side. See, it has been closed. So let us close on this side. Again select this wall, go to this attach top or base. Now click on this roof. See, it has been enclosed. Again I'll go to this level 1. So let us place door and window for this. So to place door and window, under architecture you can see door option. Directly click on door. Default doors will be imported in this. So here let me select this door and I'll place it on this side. If you want to increase the size of the door, that is width, if you want to increase, I need to go to door. You need to use edit type. Edit type, duplicate, I'll give the name as new door, open. Here directly just change only the height and width. Height, let me give it as 8 feet. Width, let me give it as 3 feet 6 inches. Okay. Now already I have placed this door. If you want, you can just replace that. Escape twice. Just select this door, and here on this drop down arrow mark, under this properties palette, just change this to new door. See, the size has been increased and the door is changed. Now select this door. If you want to change the directions, see, it is opening on right hand side. I want this opening to be on left hand side, parallel to this wall. So here you can see option called flip. Just click on this flip. It will flip on left side. Again if you click, it will flip on right side. So you can flip this. And this is for inward and outward. If you click this, it will open outside. Again if you click, it will come inside. In this way you can change the direction. So now let us place a window. Again under architecture, go to this window tab. See, default we have a fixed window. Let me edit this. Go to edit type, duplicate, I'll give the name as new window. Here I'll change the height to 6 feet and width as 8 feet. Okay, and let me place this window here. Escape twice to come out of the command. Again come to this 3D view. See, door has been placed, and on this side window has been placed. If you click on this home, it will show this perspective view. So our basic structure is completed. Now I'll save this file. Go to file, save as, save it as a project, not as a template. So I'll give the name as slope proof house. I'll just save this project. So architectural part is completed. Now let us move on with this electrical. First thing is, I'll close this file. So let us continue with this Revit Electricals. So for that I need to open this Revit Electrical template. So for that, again under projects, go to this new. Here under this template file, we need to select that electrical template, but here it is showing construction, architectural, structural, mechanical. So to get this electrical template, click on this browse option. Here go back and select India. Under this you can see different templates: mechanical, electrical, structural. Here select this electrical default metric and open. Create new, it should be project. Okay. Now on the left hand side you can see under project browser it is showing electrical, lightning, power. So these options should be highlighted when you open this electrical template. Now next step is, we need to import that architectural file which we have created previously. So to import that, go to this insert option. Here select this link Revit and select this file. I have saved that on desktop. I'll go to desktop. I have created a folder as Revit class, slope proof house. After selecting this, make sure under positioning it should be auto center to center. Now click on open. Why we have selected auto center to center means, the model or whatever file which we are importing in other templates, it should come within this directions. These are nothing but camera positions which shows north, south, east, west positionings. Okay, for that reason we'll be selecting that auto center to center. I'll open this 3D view. Here you can see our model has been imported. Now again I'll go to this 2D view, that is under floor plans, lighting. Now let us place the lights for this. For that I'll go to the ceiling plans, one ceiling electrical, double tap. Make sure always you are double tapping on this levels, whichever levels you are selecting. So these grid lines are nothing but the ceiling lines what we have created in Revit architecture. Now come to this systems. As you select the system tab, here you can see the option electrical equipment, device, lighting fixture. First I'll go to this lighting fixture. Here let me select this 600 by 600. Now while placing, you can see it is showing only on the wall side, but I want to place this in ceiling. So for that, here you can see we have three options: place on vertical face, place on face, place on work plane. So to place on the ceiling, we need to select this place on face. Select this and I'll place it here. One more here and here. Escape twice to come out of the command. Now let us place a panel board. For that, go to this electrical equipment. Here under this properties, just click on this drop down arrow mark. Here let me select this 400 amp panel board and let me place it here next to this door. Escape twice. Now let us place a switch for this. Under this device, here you can see option called lightning. So here under this properties, select this door switch. I'll place this door switch somewhere here. Escape twice to come out of the command. Now here it is showing as a DR. If you want to see the actual switch format, here under the status bar you can see option called detail level. It is medium. Make it as fine. Now you can see it will be visible as a switch. So let me keep it as fine itself, default. Click on medium. So let it be default. Now I need to give the connections for this. First I'll select this lighting fixture. As you select this lighting fixture, here this will be pop up, power and switch. Now click on this power. Here default panel board will be highlighted. What we have placed here, it will be highlighted. Just select that panel. Okay, see it is showing the direction. The power will get connected to this panel board. Okay, I need to add this rest of the lights. For that, click on this edit circuit. Now here you can see it is showing add to circuit. I'll add this rest of the lights and even switch you need to select. Now click on finish editing circuit. Now if you place the cursor here and if you click on tab, see it is showing the connection. So once again I'll show this. Just place your cursor on the panel board. Don't click, just place the cursor on the panel board and click tab in the keyboard. So tab you need to click in keyboard. See it will show the connections. So in this way we'll be making a connection for this. Now I need to draw the circuit for this. For that, let me go to elevation. So here under this project browser, I'll scroll this down. Here under this elevations, I'll click on this east elevation, just double tap. See the panel board, it is highlighted here, but I want to see the parallel face of this. So for that, If I go to west, east and west, both will be same. Now I need to go either north or south. I'll click on this north, just double tap on this. See, I can see this parallel face. Now click on this panel board. Here on this top, give a right click, draw conduit from face. This option you need to select. So you'll get a option like this: finish connection, cancel connection. So I'll click on this finish. You'll get this conduit. Take exactly till here. I'll take it on left side or right side, whichever side you want. I'll just drag it in this way. Escape. Now don't go to this floor plan. Here we need to go for power plans. Under power you need to go for this power plans. So just double tap on this power. So I'll select this conduit, right click, draw conduit. I'll continue this till this light point. Again from here to this point, again till here. If you want, you can show this connection, but sometimes here it won't take a junction because it is very near to this panel board. In this default software it has been designed. The thing is, we need to have a distance to make a junction here. See, if I click, it has been generated. Or if it is very near to this panel board, this junction it won't appear. So it's better to stop your conduit point here. Let me go to 3D view. See, in this way it will be placed. So I'll select this electrical panel board. As you select, it will show create panel schedules. So click on this and use default template. See, once again I'm showing this. Click on this panel board. As you select, it will show create panel schedules. Use default template. It will show the schedule of the components whatever we have placed. So here lighting dual unit. So trip, here it will show. So that's all for today. Thank you guys.